It's the weekly recap time. In this video, I will talk about my inputs and outputs. What have I done to move towards a more meaningful career? Let's start with inputs. And the first thing that I did work on was my portfolio, specifically product design portfolio. And this is something I want to do in the future. I have been working on my own personal projects, so I can actually get some more freelance gigs. And how can you get freelance gigs when you don't have a portfolio? You can show what you have done and what's your skill set. So that's one thing. I have laid out my portfolio. I just need to start working more in detail, but before that I actually need to get my approval on NDA stuff. So I sent a very long email on NDA, and hopefully I get response soon so I can tick that off in next weekly recap. The next thing that I worked on was my organization. I started to put together my ideal week, and it actually takes me longer than I expected because it's actually I need to think about my working patterns, which prompted me to have like a really good look at how I'm working and what's my best way of working. And I am an early bird. I like to get the most difficult stuff like calls or like emails and all the difficult, very engaging stuff out first before, like while my brain is still fresh. I like to just get the hard stuff out, then I can focus on more like mechanical, more like repeatable stuff in the evening. For instance, like I can watch something in the background, which I usually don't really pay attention. I sometimes like put just some podcast or some a longer documentary sort of videos on in the evening while I'm doing my 3D work, my 3D projects. And talking about 3D projects, I have started to revitalize my LinkedIn profile because based on my previous experiences, most of my job offers have come from LinkedIn. So that's where I'm focusing my energy on doing posts on my personal projects so I can get the word in the world that I am open for the freelance product design, renderings, and overall visualizations for the product. Yeah, I also really hope that this type of marketing myself will come to fruition, as that's where most of my job opportunities have come from before. I have consumed a lot of content over last 2 weeks, some purely entertainment, but some is more about how to start freelancing and what you really need to do in order to get the clients in and lead generation and stuff like that. So I have consumed a lot of Arthur Whitehead content. I will leave his YouTube channel in the description. Very good content on 3D product rendering and how to actually think about it as a business and like how to go about reaching out. I learned a lot about this thing called Rule 100, where you should reach out to 100 companies or clients before you start analyzing your data, because you don't have enough data to actually analyze what's the thing that goes wrong, for instance, or what needs improving. So that's one of the creators that I consumed a lot in this time. And the other one is profitable designer on Instagram. Absolutely love his content. I think he is very straightforward. I feel like he is not really hiding anything in a sense like, oh, I have these like weird obscure accolades, but like you're not gonna know till you pay me like £1,000 or £5,000 like of this course, you know. And yeah, I had a really good actually chat with him on my Instagram, and I fully suggest looking through his even free content. Is immensely valuable and gives you better understanding how to go about your practice and your offer. Also, I strongly suggest looking at his highlights on his story, where he talks about actual reality of starting freelancing. He actually did restart freelancing like 3 times because he just didn't get like his priorities straight in the first time. And I think that is a reality for a lot of us who just think it's quite easy to start, but it is actually dealing with a lot of fears around like marketing, because we know like marketing is always looked at as this sleazy salesman type situation. Yeah, but to check out his content, I think it's very valuable to see the other side of it and also the ugly side of it. And now it's time to talk about the outputs. And there's not many outputs this time, but my outputs this like over last 2 weeks has been continuing posting on my socials, like on my LinkedIn, on my Instagram, and here on YouTube, and continuing growing audience and awareness of like me as a person, that I exist, and like that my freelance services exist. And I truly appreciate every single one of you being here. I appreciate every like, every comment, every subscription to my YouTube channel, to every follow to my Instagram, every interaction that I have gained over the last 2 weeks, because I have been way more active on my socials. So I'm truly grateful for each of those interactions and connections. Another quite surprising output that came from last 2 weeks was a potential call from a recruitment working in interior design. Unfortunately, the job description didn't really match my situation in terms of location, in terms of what I really want to do in the future and what I'm focusing on right now. But I'm still grateful that these messages and these contacts are coming, because eventually I know some will hit that will be right on the sweet spot. So that's something I am really looking forward to, being reached out by recruiters and stuff. This is my overall last 2 weeks. It hasn't brought me any financial success just yet, but it is a long game, and I understand that, and the more I do every week, the closer I'm getting to building a more meaningful career to me, not to someone else. Yeah, and the goal that I want to set for myself for the next week is to get over a fear of reaching out to clients, is the goal for the next week. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment with a fire emoji if you stayed until the end. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the future books. Bye.